Hello, my name is Christian Ruiz de Alano, and I am an independent Scentsy director. And I'm going to do a training on so you're a sponsor, now what? Basically, just the basics of where to start leading your new team. So I'm going to share my screen and go over some things in the workstation. All right. I think you guys can see my screen now. So I'm just want to start by, this is team specific. So if you're from another team, then you will, there will be some things that are different as far as how to get your new person in all of your personal chats and groups and things like that. So for team, we are Team Scentfully Steadfast, and we partner with Team Blooming Scents. So when someone signs up under you, the first thing you're going to do is introduce them in all of our team chats and team pages. We have a family page called Team Blooming Scents Family Page, and then a greater family page called Scented for Success. So when you sponsor a new person, send them the link to both of these groups. That way they can answer the questions and get approved to enter those groups. And then once they're in the groups, you will want to post a picture of them, shouting them out, welcoming them to your team so that everyone can make them feel welcome. And you'll do the same thing with our team chats. We have a Team Blooming Scents chat and a Team Scentfully Steadfast chat. These chats are not a requirement, and neither are the groups, but it is a huge part in getting information, because these are where you will have advice and tips and tricks from other consultants from our teams. And it's where we'll relay news and all of the important information. I know sometimes the team chats can be a little crazy with how many replies you'll get throughout the day. So you can always mute them and just check them as you need to, but it's still important to be in these chats. So as a new sponsor, the first thing you want to do is after you welcome them is help them get logged into their workstation and help them set up a shopping link. It's very important that they set up a shopping link before they even start sharing anything. So that way they're earning rewards from the very beginning. And you'll want to help them look through the first things first checklist. There's so much important information about becoming a new Scentsy consultant in that first things first checklist, as far as the compliance guide and how to get started with a launch party, and just all the basic information they need to know to get started. And on to the launch party. If they did not join from a flipped party kit, then you'll want to set up a group and have a launch party through Facebook, or they can even have a home party. I would recommend both if they're interested. Most people just do a Facebook launch party though. If they did already have a party and the kit was flipped to them and that's how they joined, then the first thing they need to do is reach out to all of their friends and family, all the people in their party, all the people that have ordered, and see who would be willing to have their own party to help for them to earn free and half off rewards and to help them launch their Scentsy business. So definitely the first thing you need to do is get a party link and get some parties going, whether it be a launch party or parties for friends and family, etc. So they need to be hitting the ground rolling, asking everyone if they would have a party, because the Shooting Star Award is the first fun, fast goal, and they have 15 days to earn this award. And so not only do you want to help them earn the award because they get a super awesome discounted Shooting Star kit, but you also, as the sponsor, will get a $25 product credit for anyone that you sponsor that hits Shooting Star, and you will get a charm for your bracelet. So it's very important to help them, not only so that you get rewarded, but they get rewarded as well. And it's super awesome and super exciting when they do hit Shooting Star, because they just started their business and they're already earning awards in the first 15 days. So I will show you guys how to check reports on that in just a minute. But it's also important to be familiar with the first fun fast goals, the Shooting Star Award, and also the Sensational Start. Familiarize yourself with them so that you can inform them of all the things that they can earn in their first 70 days, because the Sensational Start goals are super exciting and there's so much that they can get out of that. So I'm going to show you guys how to check reports. So first you're going to go to reporting on the main menu. If you go to My Performance, this is where you will see your PRV and your PWV. That will be important when you're calculating your pay as a leader. You'll need PRV, PWV, TWV, and GWV. So to check for these first fun fast goals, that is a tongue twister. You'll go to Start Downline Report, and then under your saved leadership reports here to the side, you'll see Shooting Star. And this is where it will have everyone listed that is currently in their Shooting Star period or within the month of the Shooting Star period. And so you'll see their join date, their Shooting Star date, and then what number they are at towards that Shooting Star goal. And then there's the same for Sensational Start. You'll see their name, their join day, their 70th day. So that's the day that they have to reach this goal. And then what level they've already earned, how many recruits they have towards their Sensational Start goal. And they also have to complete the First Things First checklist to earn this goal. So this will show if they've completed it or if it's incomplete. If it's incomplete, definitely reach out to them. Sometimes the workstation can be a little finicky. And so even if they've already clicked all the check marks on the First Things First checklist, they may have to go do it again, even several times before it actually takes and says complete there. And that will show the PRV towards their 70, towards the Sensational Start. So definitely get familiar with the different levels and the requirements of how they can reach each level. So that way you're able to inform them of where they're at and what they need to do to get there. This is also where you can check the Essential to Certified to see if they're a certified consultant. So once they hit their first goal is active, then you'll want to encourage them to hit Shooting Star in the first 15 days. And then next, there's the certified goal. So as they're working towards certified, this will also help them in the Sensational Start. But once they reach certified, they will get that 5% bonus. So instead of 20% commissions, they'll get 25%. So this will show you everybody that has not yet reached certified in your downline. And so it'll show their join date and their lifetime PRV. Until they hit certified, they will be working towards a lifetime PRV of 1,000. And that's what will show on their workstation. That ring will show the first 1,000. All right. And then this shows promotions from the previous month. It won't show promotions here until after commissions have run. So you'll definitely want to be familiar with the comp plan and what they need to promote. And that way, when you're checking your downline reports, you can see where they're at and what they need to promote. And you can announce their promotions before they actually, or right when they actually get it, instead of having to wait until commissions run the next month. So there are other ways that you can do reports. I've set up a saved report to show everyone who's active, and I've set up a saved report to show everyone who has hit 500. As a leader, you will need 500 PRV to get paid at title. No matter what your rank is, what your title is, you will need 500 PRV. So I'm not going to go through all of the ranks and titles and qualifications of that. That's something you can look at the comp plan and see. Definitely get familiar with the comp plan so that not only do you know what you're going to get paid and what you need to get there, but what they need to promote to their next goal as well. So I also encourage you guys to be very familiar with the compliance guide. Whether you are a sponsor or not, you should be reading your compliance guide and be so familiar with the compliance guide, because as a sponsor, when someone is reported out of compliance or compliant, not necessarily reported, but if compliance sees that they are out of compliance, you will get an email, and it's not necessarily your responsibility, but it just helps a lot that you can encourage new people to know what to do, because when you start out, you're excited and you don't know all the rules. And Cincy puts these rules in place to protect all of us, not just new consultants, but everybody. It helps all of us work our businesses more effectively. So definitely be familiar with the compliance guide, because now you are a leader and you are leading the people that you're bringing into this business. Definitely look for promotions for yourself and your downline. And so you can look at downline, start downline report, and that's where it will show the person's name, what title they are currently at, their PRV, TWV, GWV. So while we're looking at all of this, I'm just going to recap. You guys probably know this already, but just recap what all of these mean. PRV is personal retail volume. So that is the amount that you sell that you'll get commissions off of. This is before tax and shipping, and not everything is an exact dollar for dollar for your PRV, but this is what you get commissions off of. The PWV, which we saw on the My Performance report, PWV is the personal wholesale volume. So that is your PRV times 75%. And then the TWV is team wholesale volume, and GWV is group wholesale volume. So as a new sponsor, these two numbers will be the same, but once you become a director and have directors under you, then these will change. So right now I'm a director, but I have no directors under me, so my numbers are still the same. But if someone under me promoted to director, then the team wholesale volume will be everyone that is under me that is not under that director. So my personal team, because now that director has their own team. And then the group wholesale volume would be everyone under me, including the directors and everyone under them. So our entire group. And then here you'll see again team, and the numbers on my team are the same as my group for now. Active frontline, new recruits. Will terminate means that their account is going to cancel that month if it's checked. Lose downline means that they have not been active in 4 months and they will lose their downline if that is checked that month. And that means the downline will roll up to the next sponsor. And then of course you'll see join date and the state there. So as a new sponsor, you will see your name as level 0. Point 1 is going to be your frontline. So the people that you personally sponsored, or people that have rolled up to you that you are now their sponsor. So level 1 is the people called your frontline. And that is what you will look for when you're looking for requirements on the different ranks and titles. That's where active frontline comes into play. So it doesn't matter who under them is active, your active frontline is going to be the people that have this point 1. Point 2 would be the people under that. So your frontlines first, your frontline's frontline, and then so on and so forth. 3 is under 2, 4 is under 3, and so on and so forth. Let's see. So when calculating your pay, you will need all of these numbers: PRV, PWV, and TWV. Keep in mind that the GWV and TWV are wholesale volume, so they are 75% of the total PRV for the team or the group. And so you can calculate your pay. I'll post these along with this recording after it's recorded. after it's saved, and I have a breakdown of every title and how you calculate the pay for that title. And for each one, you need PRV, PWV, and TWV. So it will say active frontline, TWV. So when you're calculating your pay, what I like to do is click level so that it brings all of my number ones to the top. Because when you're calculating your pay, you're not looking at anyone below number one. You're only looking at number one's TWV, because everyone under them's numbers will be in that team wholesale volume. So you will take the team wholesale volume based on what their title is. So even if somebody's not paid at title, you will still go by what their title is, regardless to what their rank is. So those two can be different. If they're not paid at title, then their rank is what title they are paid at. So it's what requirements they have met. But you will still base your pay off of what their actual title is. And keep in mind that in order to get paid commissions and bonuses on your front line, you have to stay a level ahead of them, with the exception of director. So when you are a lead consultant, if the people under you promote to lead consultant, you will not get paid commissions on that lead or anyone under them until you are the next title ahead of them. So the next title would be star consultant. So in order to get paid on your lead consultants, you would have to promote to star consultant. And then if they promote to star, you would have to promote to superstar. Once you get to director, this kind of goes away at that point. So if someone under you promotes to director, you still get paid commissions on them. So that kind of goes away. Also, just a little FYI tip, make sure that you're posting the income disclosure statement when you post anything on your social medias or anywhere that about your pay or things that Scentsy is paying for or trips that you've earned with Scentsy, things like that. Make sure that you're posting the IDS and encouraging your teams to do the same, because we don't want anybody to get in trouble, and we want everyone to know that what I make in Scentsy is not going to be the same as what you make in Scentsy or what the next person makes in Scentsy. It's everybody's income is different based on their personal work. I do have monthly trackers for each level to show what you need each day to get paid at title, as far as GWV goes. So I'll post those, as well as the how to calculate your pay. And from there, it's very important to make sure that you're familiar with opening and closing parties. That would be my first tip as a sponsor, because pretty much right away, you're going to be teaching them to open parties, and then within a week or two, how to close parties. So be sure that you understand what the perpetual party reward is. I'm not going to go through the details of all of these. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask me later or send me a message. But be sure that you understand what the perpetual party reward is, so that you can explain to your new frontline what host rewards are and how they earn them. Be familiar with booking parties so that you can encourage them to book parties. Extending links. So when they set up a shopping link, they'll put a close date on that shopping link, but be sure that you know how to extend the date on those links, not only for yourself, but to show them how to do it as well. And then also for expiring shopping links, how to manipulate those in the workstation so that you can keep them from expiring. And you'll want to be sure to encourage your people to come up with a follow-up system. So that way, as they get customers, they are following back up once they get their order, and a few weeks after that, and a month after that, and 3 months after that, whatever follow-up system you use, you can encourage them to use, but you can also encourage them to look up videos on YouTube or through other consultants about follow-up systems, because there are so many different ways to follow up with customers. But it still is very important to find a way that works for you to follow up with your customers, and then encourage them to follow up with theirs. Be sure that you're familiar, like I said, with the compliance guide, because starting out, we want to give all of the personal specials and we want to do all the giveaways and all the things to bring people in, but we have to make sure that we stay in compliance with personal specials. And absolutely never is it okay to sell on any third-party site, not Marketplace. You don't post any inventory on Marketplace. Don't post anything on any of the places, Poshmark, eBay, Amazon, Mercari. I don't even know all the places. I know there's hundreds. So just make sure that you're telling them that is absolutely not okay. Be sure that you're familiar with the compliance on licensed products. So that way you can tell them what's okay and what's not okay with posting licensed products, because we have special partnerships with all of these licensed companies and we don't want to lose those from people not doing what we are supposed to do. And then definitely encourage your new teamie to go live. It's exciting to start their business. It can be intimidating to go live in the beginning, but you definitely want to encourage them to go live when they get their new consultant kit in the mail. So that way they can show their friends and family everything that they got. And if somebody is encouraged to start their own business from them going live, then that would help them in their sensational start. But it'll also, going live helps your algorithms, and it also encourages people to see that you are a real person selling real products that you really believe in and showing them how you use these products, because their friends and family are going to be more likely to use a product that they recommend than they would be to watch some flyer that you post or some random video of that Scentsy post or things like that. They may be interested by seeing a flyer, but when they recommend firsthand the products that they love, then their friends and family are going to be like, okay, I trust them. I know that they wouldn't tell me this unless they truly believed in it. Be sure as a sponsor that you are shouting out your new teammate for all of the things. It is super exciting. Even if it's just getting a sale, getting their first sale, that's exciting. Shout them out. Getting active, shout them out. Getting shooting star, shout them out. Earning any level of sensational star. Every single win needs to be shouted out. It is super exciting. So definitely be sure you're shouting them out in the team chats and also posting in the Team Blooming Scents page and the Scented for Success page. So that way we can all cheer alongside them, because it's there's not many jobs that you get shouted out for all of the things, but that's one of the most exciting parts to me about Scentsy, is that you feel encouraged every step of the way because there are people cheering you on every step of the way. And then last, I was going to talk about being paid at title. I know I keep saying paid at title. So as a new sponsor, once you sponsor somebody, you are working towards your first promotion of lead consultant. If you've already passed that, you're working towards the next promotion of star. The next one is superstar. So in order to get your bonuses on all of these titles, you will need to meet those requirements every single month. We all start at 0 every single month, unless you are still not certified. Certified, you are still working towards that $1,000 lifetime, 1,000 PRV lifetime. So once you hit certified, then you will start over at 0 every single month. We all do. Directors, superstar directors, we all start at 0. So every month you will work towards what you need to be paid at title, the requirements that you need for your title every single month. So you'll need your active frontline again. You'll need your personal $500 PRV again, and then whatever GWV requirement that you have. So if you're lead, it's 1,000, star 2,500, superstar 6,000, director 10,000. And I think that's about it. So if anybody has any questions about any of this, I'll be happy to answer them or get the answer if I don't know it. My inbox is always open, and of course you're welcome to leave comments here. So thank you guys again for watching. I hope this was helpful, and that's it.